I think when I first had the idea, I wasn't really sure how it was going to be received, VR headset for mice. I figured more people would wonder, what's the point of something like this? But no, I think every neuroscientist that I've talked to about this, as soon as they hear VR headset for mice, they immediately get it. They're like, oh, that's great. That's useful. Trying to understand what a certain treatment, which improves blood flow in the brain, how it is working to potentially improve spatial learning and memory. So in order to study what this treatment is doing, we need to use a very powerful microscope and head fix Alzheimer's disease mouse underneath the microscope, and then put it in a situation where it can navigate an environment so that we can assess its spatial learning and memory. When it's head fixed, obviously the animal cannot actually move around, but this is where the trick of VR comes in, where even though an animal is head fixed, it can still navigate a virtual environment. So having a VR system is very enabling for translational neuroscience. When they're in the goggles, it's very immersive, and it seems like they can really be tricked into thinking that this is a realistic situation. Like, for example, we had an experiment where we showed a looming visual stimulus to an animal with the VR goggles. This is where, so you imagine like a dark spot that's way up in the sky and it's approaching you, it's getting larger and larger, and it looks like it's going to crash into you. When we give this stimulus, this like approaching dark spot in the sky to a mouse wearing the goggles, they seem like they are very frightened by this. They startle as soon as the looming stimulus reaches them. But yeah, it is very useful that they are tricked, and then we can do a lot of interesting experiments. It's very important that we introduce everything slowly, that they are used to it, and even better if they are in a task which rewards them at some point in the experiments. If they get rewards for completing certain tasks or solving certain puzzles, then they will appear to enjoy it.